What I am about to tell you will literally change the next 10 years of your life. On one condition, though, you have to do it. You have to execute. I always fondly say that relevant knowledge, relevant strategies is useless in the life and in the hands of people who don't execute, who don't get to work. There are many people right now that instead of being true CEOs, they are CPOs. What do I mean? Instead of being true chief execution officers, they have become chief procrastination officers. So they are not able to achieve tangible results. Welcome again, everybody, to this edition of the series I have been doing on the things I wish I knew very early in my career. To everybody who has sent me feedback, I have received incredible feedback from different cities and different countries, how this series is challenging them, inspiring them, encouraging them, and literally opening their minds to new things that they can start doing to move their careers and businesses forward. And this gives me so much great joy. Oh, yes, I am super, super excited to hear all of these testimonies. This is my calling. This is what God created me to do. So when I see people, tapping into it and advancing their lives, I am definitely, returning the glory to God and showing him that I am grateful for the life he has given me. Do you know why I say so? Because I always say that the life you have right now, the life you and I have right now, is God's gift to us. And what we do with that life, especially in terms of impacting or serving other people, is our own gift back to the world and back to God. And you really glorify God when your life produces results. All right, let's proceed with today's episode, where I will be sharing 3 other things that I wish I knew early in my career. The first one for today is I wish I started making big decisions very early on. Not making big decisions definitely did not do me good. You see, this is one thing I wish I had known early in my career, making big decisions. Why is this important? Big decisions will shift a lot in your life. They will change the way you think, they will change the way you act, they will even change your cycle. Yes, they will change your circle. They will change the kind of people that you relate with. Do you know why this is important? Because the quality of the opportunities that will come into your life will only begin to change when the quality of people that you relate with begin to change. You see, big decisions will lead to bold next level actions that will make your life and career grow exponentially. Oh, yes. You cannot experience exponential career growth, business career growth, when you do not take bold and next level actions. And the foundation of bold and next level actions is making big decisions. Hear me very well. One thing that big decisions will do in your life will be that when you begin to make big decisions, they will challenge you to evaluate your values, to evaluate your mindset, to evaluate your character, your goals, your priorities, and most importantly, big decisions will challenge you to evaluate your vision. Oh, yes, you cannot have a small vision and make big decisions. If you will be able to make big decisions, you need to have big visions, right? And one thing I love about making big decisions is that big decisions provoke a shift in perspective. They encourage you to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Oh, yes. See, anybody who sees opportunities where other people are complaining or comparing, one of the things that you will likely see in that person's life is that they are very good at making big decisions. You see, so this is not just about choosing a new job or launching a new venture. It is about deciding, making up your mind, I will pursue the path less traveled by many, right? I will focus. I'll pick something and focus on that aligns with my deepest aspirations and not aligning with my culture, with the way I am used to doing things. Yeah, many people are not able to make big decisions because they quickly allow the culture they grew in or the culture they are used to define the type of actions that they take. That is why it is important to overcome cultural limitations or cultural thinking or thinking that depends on how you are used to doing things. You see, I have made a couple of big decisions since I developed these concepts and frameworks. You see, my mind thinks in patterns. So I like to create concepts and patterns and frameworks. That way it makes it easy for implementation and execution, right? I even have about close to 10 different frameworks in business and corporate settings that are being used by executives and leaders in companies around the world, right? And because frameworks lead to easy implementation. And this is one of the frameworks I'm sharing with you that I documented years ago when I learned about it. Well, what I wanted to share was that I have made a lot of big decisions in my life, but one that really challenged me of recent is it 2022? Oh no. A few years ago, I'm forgetting exactly. You know, as a speaker, trainer, and consultant, I've been traveling and speaking across Africa and organizing events and so on. But I have been traveling out of Africa to go speak and train, but I have never hosted my own event, out of Africa. So one big decision I made was to travel to Dubai to host an event. I called it the Professionals and Entrepreneurs Retreat or something, right? And we had entrepreneurs and professionals from Cameroon, bank managers, people from Ghana, Nigeria, and somebody came from Canada, people from Dubai came around. That organizing that event, it did cost me money and a lot of things, but hosting an event in Dubai challenged me to a level. It made me to see that, Joybert, you can literally do anything, right? It shifted my perspective. It challenged my old patterns, challenged how I grew up seeing things. It shifted everything about me as a professional and as an entrepreneur. One thing I love about making big decisions is that even if you fail, let me tell you something, you will never remain the same. Oh, yes. The quality of your mind, the way you see the world, the way you act, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you approach things, every single thing about you will change. And subsequently, you will start doing greater things and achieving more than you've ever done. I want to challenge you listening to me. Before this year runs out, make a big decision and act on it. In short, let me challenge you right now. Get a pen and a paper right now. Oh, yes. Go ahead. I'm going to wait. Did you get it? All right, get a pen and a paper. All right, let's go. Write the top 5 big decisions that come to your mind right now. Just write. Don't calculate about where will I get money from? How will I do this? Who will help me? Forget about all of that. Visionaries don't start thinking limitation. They think possibilities. Start writing. Write any big decision. What is that big dream, that big action that you can take? Something you have never done before. Write it down. All right, here's my challenge to you. Go and start developing an action plan how you will achieve that big dream, that big decision before December 31st. When you do that, look for me and let's celebrate God for what He has done in your life. All right. Number two, second thing is, one thing I wish I started doing early on in my career was creating a stop doing list. You know, we are used to creating a to-do list, but one important list that we need to start creating is a stop doing list. What are those things that you have been doing that you need to stop doing? One sign of growth is that there are some things that you stop doing. I wish that very early on, I started a stop doing list. There are things that you need to outgrow, my goodness. There are some things, some habits, some character, some things, even some friends that you need to stop going out with and stop hanging out with, right? Creating a stop doing list. You see, at a younger age, we often think we have so much time, when in reality, we have very little time. Oh, yes, you and I, we have very little time. You see, this will make sense to anyone who is a visionary. Why am I saying so? Let me tell you something. The things I plan to achieve in my life, even at the age of 80, when I calculate my plan of action, God willing, at the age of 80, I don't think I would have gone 50% of the things I want to build, create the impact I want to do, right? We don't have so much time. Ask anybody who is a visionary thinker. They will tell you 100 years is too small. It's too little to do great things. That is why you need to start creating a stop doing list, because there are some things that are holding you back. Some things are a big distraction. I call it weapons of mass destruction. Be careful of weapons of mass destruction that you are keeping around you. You need to create a stop doing list and start respecting that list. What will you stop doing? Stop doing those things now and move forward, right? You see, stop doing lists would change your life. Trust me. It did change my life. And every year I create a stop doing list, right? Because every year I'm growing. So the more you grow, there are things you need to stop doing. You see, the concept of stop doing lists isn't just about eliminating trivial tasks or bad habits, right? It is a strategic approach to prioritizing what truly matters to you, what truly matters to your career, to your business, to your vision. It is about identifying and letting go of activities, mindsets, commitments that no longer serve your goals. Yes, there are many of us doing things right now that no longer serve us. We need to let them go. You see, things that distract us from our core mission, right? You need to know your core mission and focus on your core mission, or things that drain our energy without providing meaningful return. I always say that if anything would drain my energy, if anything would take away my time, it must give me meaningful return. Just chatting with you right now is draining my energy, it's taking my time, right? But I am getting meaningful return from it. It's going to create impact. It's going to transform lives. It's going to inspire people. It's going to help me to connect with new people. There are people that listen to my podcast and they reach out through email or on social media, and I make new cooler friends. Please, if you're listening to this, reach out to me on social media and be my cool friend, and let me be your cool friend. Deal? Deal. All right, I'm waiting for you. All right, the third thing, and then I'm done talking, is not developing an honest mindset. There's something I call the honest mindset framework. If you will do great things, this even goes back to the first point I talk about, right? If you will make big decisions, you need to have what I call the honest mindset. You see, an employee thinks different from an owner. An employee's commitment is different from owner's commitment. An employee's level of consistency and determination is different from honest consistency and determination. If you don't have honest mindset, there are a lot of things you will not achieve in this life. Honest do critical things. They do things in a massive way, right? Let me tell you something. One thing that will change your life, especially as a working professional or an entrepreneur, is developing that honest mindset. Why? This will always take you one step ahead. If you venture into business, you will not struggle because anyone who thrives in business must have an honest mindset. You cannot succeed in business if you still have the mindset where people must pamper you to do things. Somebody will beg you, challenge you, motivate you. I was speaking in a conference, and a young man asked me, "What can I do to stay motivated as an entrepreneur?" And I was very blunt and straight. If you need external motivation to be an entrepreneur or to continue working on your business, please stop being an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is not for you. Go get a job. True entrepreneurs don't need external motivation. Do you know why? They have the honest mindset. They own their lives. They own what they are building. They are willing to go all in. Nobody is coming to motivate them, inspire them, pamper them, encourage them, beg them. Anybody with that honest mindset doesn't do that, right? Many a times when I'm teaching the honest mindset, I like to. My wife is going to listen to this exactly, and she will start laughing. Well, anytime I'm teaching the concept of honest mindset, I always think of my wife. You see, there was a way my wife used to behave around me, or when she come to the house, the way she used to behave when we were still dating, right? She was still my girlfriend, let me say so. But when we got married, or when she knew I was going to marry her, or let me say few months to the wedding, I don't know what I'm about to say, but you get the concept, right? Her level of honor, when she now comes to the house or when she's around, or even the level of discussing things that concerns me, I saw that level of ownership, like, it's my thing. I am the boss lady. I am the queen here. I run the show now. You get the concept, right? There is a way a girlfriend will come to your house and do things. There is a way she would do things when she becomes the boss lady of the house, when she becomes the queen of the house, right? She now has, instead of having a girlfriend's mindset, she now has the owner's mindset. There are things that I don't need to tell her to do. There are things that if she doesn't do now, I'll be like, why didn't you do it? In short, you are the boss lady. I am just, right? I love when my wife boss around the house because she gets the house better than me. She gets the house right in order. Women are more organized. They are more gifted in many things than men. That's a fact, right? So, and so you see the power of the honest mindset, and this is the same in professional settings and in business, right? You will struggle in your career, in your business, if you don't have the honest mindset. No one will be there to run after you to do anything. You can literally lose your job if you want to be micromanaged. Many managers, many leaders now want people who have the honest mindset. They get things done without somebody running after them. It's the same in business, right? So I wish I developed the honest mindset long enough. You see, having an honest mindset also means embodying that essence of ownership in every aspect of your work, your life, your business, your career, even your family. It is about seeing beyond the immediate task at hand and just understanding that broader impact of your actions on your business, on your project. And the power of having the honest mindset is that it gives you a deeper sense of commitment and drives you to seek out opportunities, right? Because one thing as an entrepreneur is I don't need somebody to tell me to go look out for partners and try to engage people. I don't seek for people to come to me. I engage people because that's what owners do, right? So honest mindset gives you that deep sense of commitment, that drives you to seek out opportunities, that drives you to innovate and enables you to push boundaries, and you even face challenges to overcome. You face challenges to build. You face challenges to risk. You face challenges to do the unthinkable. So you achieve that which you want to achieve. All right, everybody, that is it for today's chit chat episode. I hope you were blessed, you were inspired, you were challenged. And as I told you earlier on, if you implement these things I just shared with you, your life can never remain the same in the next 10 years. My name is Dr. Joybert Javnyuy, and I am into training, consulting, coaching, and a whole lot of things that I do. I'll be very happy to connect with you on social media. Please reach out to me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Please subscribe on my YouTube channel. I share a lot more there than even anywhere else. All right. And thank you so much. And it was so good to have you here. And remember, you are rare, you're remarkable, and Jesus loves you so much. Keep building that dream. Don't give up. When you face a challenge, eat it for breakfast and keep on going, because you have the honest mindset and you make big decisions and you do the unthinkable. I like to call it the extravagant lifestyle. All right, guys. See you. Cheers. God bless you.